Good morning, everybody. This is, Wednesday morning? No, Thursday morning. Wow. Boy, the week is going by fast. And we've had rain just about all week long, too. Oh, it rained all last night. It was raining when we got out of church last night after Bible studies. And it rained all night long. All night long. I was looking at the news and saw some of the places, the flash floods, everything. It's so bad. My heart just goes out to those people in that area because it's so dangerous. But anyway, whew, I'm out of breath. I said that I was going to start talking about blessings, and blessings that we sometimes don't even realize, or we call, oh, we're so lucky that this happened. Oh, we're so lucky that that person thought about giving us this and that. But most of the time we call it lucky, but we don't acknowledge where all of that come from. I really believe that God touches people's heart. He loves all his people, all of us. He created all of us. And when he knows one of us have a need, he always puts it in somebody's heart to help us. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and this happened, oh my gosh, 30 some odd years ago. Yeah, I think it was 33 years ago maybe. I was heading to Michigan, and we had the radiator. There was something wrong with the radiator on my vehicle, and it was heating up constantly. So I had stopped at this gas station and put water in there, which my son Dakota, he was just a toddler. He kicked the shift gear, almost ran me over. But anyway, that's not the part that I wanted to talk about. So I went on down the road, out in the middle of nowhere. It heated up again. I had no money. I just had enough gas money to get to Michigan. And I'm like stuck in the side of the road with my daughter and my youngest son. And not knowing what am I going to do, I need help here. So I'm sitting there wondering and not crying, but close to crying because I have my babies with me, and I didn't want nothing to happen to them. And so all of a sudden this car drove up, or it was a pickup, and he parked in front of me, and the man came out and he says, "What's wrong?" I said, "I don't know, my car keeps heating up." So he said, "Well, open the hood up, let me look under there." So I said, "Okay, sure." So I pull the thing. He looked underneath and he said, "Look, I'm going to put some water in it. I want you to follow me. About 5 miles from here, I have a shop. I'll fix it for you." I said, "But sir, I don't have no money." He said, "I didn't ask you for money. I told you I'll fix it for you." So I'm going, oh boy, I don't know this man. 5 miles from now, what, you start really questioning everything. And I was kind of nervous because I had my kids with me, so I was really nervous about it. But something told me, go ahead, follow him. And I did. And he had a little garage. Told me to pull in. I pulled in. He said, "Your radiator is shot." He says, "I've got one here. It's almost brand new. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to install it." I'm like, sir, I told you I don't have any money. I can't do that. And once again, he said, I didn't ask you for money. Okay. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, what does this man want? Because people don't just give you things, okay? They don't just give it to you. So I was really more and more concerned. But he did. He changed it, told me we could stay there in the car overnight because he had to finish it in the morning. I don't think I slept all night. I really don't. Because I didn't know what was going on, what was going to happen, if anything was going to happen. Next morning, early, he come over. He brought me some coffee. And he said, my wife is fixing breakfast. I want you and the kids to go in there and get some breakfast. And I will finish your radiator. I'm still going, oh, what? Because I hadn't seen his wife the day before. I said, oh, boy. All right, come on, kids. Still very leery. She had breakfast ready for us. Nice breakfast ready for us. He comes in about an hour or so later, and he said, okay, you're ready to go. I said, sir, how can I repay you? And he said, you don't. He said, I'm being repaid. I am being repaid. I thought to myself, well, how is he being repaid? Nobody's giving him no money. How is he being repaid? So when I left, I thanked him. I thanked him because, wow, I still had like half the way to go to Michigan. I left Louisiana and was heading to Michigan. I was halfway there. I think it was Missouri I was in, I believe. I'm not positive. It's been so many years ago. But I was about halfway into Michigan where I was going. No whining. Quiet, baby. And I thought to myself, as I thought, boy, am I ever so lucky. Boy, we are lucky kids, Nothing happened, and the man was really nice. And I never thought anything else about it. I didn't consider it a blessing. I didn't really consider anything, but I was lucky. And when I started talking about all the blessings that I have gotten in my life, unknown blessings, I thought about that. And I thought, he told me he was being repaid. How? Your gifts are not on earth. Your gifts are in heaven. He was being repaid that way, not on earth. And I thought about that, and I thought, that was a blessing. That was a blessing. I could have met up with some weirdo and anything. My kids could have been killed, anything. But God took care of me then, and I never thought about it. I didn't give God the credit. I didn't give it to God. And I think a lot of times we do that. We consider some things that happen to us as, oh, how lucky we are that this happened. Or, oh, how lucky we are that we found our way here. But it isn't luck. It's a blessing. God knows every need that we have. He knows our needs. And even when we're not walking with Him, He's taking care of us. Even when we're not faithful to Him, He is faithful to us. And the more, even right now when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about, we were fed. We were allowed to stay overnight in a place. We were put another radiator in. I was able to finish my journey. And another thing I forgot to add to it, because actually I just now thought about it. When I got in the car, I think I had stopped to get gas somewhere. And I always kept my money in the glove compartment. Never kept money on me. And I went to reach in to get the money, and there was a $100 bill there. I didn't have that before. That man put a $100 bill in there. He put a radiator in my car. He fed me and my children. And he said he was being repaid. How little did I know? How little did I know? But now I know. And now I'm so thankful. And now I thank God that there was a kind person whose heart God touched and helped me and my children in that time of need. So I think we have to reflect on a lot of our luck, when we were so lucky about this or so lucky about that, and try to decide, was that lucky or was that God working in our favor, taking care of us? Okay? Peace, my friends. I love you. Take care, and God bless each and every one of you.